Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do some live trading. So this has been recommended, but I just want you to keep in mind the way I trade, like my style of trading, I don't always find a lot of opportunity because I'm more of a long-term trader these days. And I'm not going to just like day trade and scalp for the sake of a video. That just wouldn't make sense. But yeah, so hopefully we'll find at least one or two entries here in this video and it's not a complete fail. And yeah, if you like this video, if you like me, please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the rest of the video. Okay, so getting right into it, you guys, the first trade that I've kind of highlighted, is this USDCAD trade. And we are on the 4-hour time frame. So this here is a 200 EMA, and this is really how I look for or confirm my overall trend. So clearly we can see that we're trending down just by eyeballing the market and what's happening. But my 200 EMA tells me, the strength of the trade and how far we are away from, this recent price action at this area. Okay. Second thing I'm going to do is plot my zone, which I've already done. So this is a 4-hour zone that's been respected. And if you watched my video yesterday, you'll know that I look for at least 3 touches of a zone to confirm that it is one, which we have even right here where you can see. And we are seeing rejection. Okay, so we're seeing rejection. So the next thing I would do, once I have all of that info, and I can see, okay, I have, my trend. Yep. We have rejection. Yes. We're at a zone. Yes. So I have the 3 top things that I'm looking for here. The next thing I'm going to do is, hopefully you guys aren't hearing that. It's kind of noisy outside. Someone's mowing the lawn outside my office. Hopefully you don't hear that in the video. I have my mic back. So the next thing I'm going to do is go to either the 5 or the 15-minute time frame. So let's just go to the 15. And this is really what I'm looking for here. So this here would be my confirmation candle, even though we have a bit of a long wick there, which I don't love. We still have a nice strong body headed away from the zone. So this would be enough confirmation for me to take the trade. But if we wanted to go a step further, and just disclaimer, I've already entered because I saw the opportunity and wanted to catch a good entry up here. So I did already enter this one. I won't do that obviously going forward, but if you needed more confirmation, the next thing we can do is look at our momentums. That would kind of be my next move. And I'd probably plot my MACD and just see, okay, how's my momentum looking? And we can see here that we're starting to form already some nice kind of long-bodied candles, as well as these 2 lines. We've had a cross, and the 2 lines are starting to move away from each other, indicating some nice momentum away from that zone. So we'll see how it plays out. I've got a pretty tight stop. And I am trading a smaller account size in this video. Just so you know, I'm not going to trade my main account for the sake of a video. But so we're already $19 into profit. Like I said, I've got a fairly tight stop, but where I am riding this, let's go look at our risk reward here next. So I place my stop loss, giving myself enough wiggle room above this zone in case price does consolidate a little bit or kind of retest it. So I've placed my stop about here. I think it was 115 is actually where I placed it, or 114. And so the next thing we can do is look at our risk reward, because I'm going to want to take this at least down here. Why? Because this is another significant area, right? It's just a level of significance. And I am going to trail my stop loss as well. Okay. So my risk reward, whenever I find, okay, let's go short position. I entered about here, and we can take it down to this level. I could have even placed my stop a bit higher, but it is a smaller account. So we're going to have a risk reward of at least 3, probably even better. Okay. Keep in mind though, we might not get this. Like I'm going to trail my stop because I have a tighter stop loss. I'm going to trail it. So we might not get this. It just kind of depends on how the market moves. So yeah, and that's really it for the first trade. Let's try to find another live trade. See if we can. I wish I had have gotten this one on camera, but like I said, I'm not going to miss an opportunity just for a video. But let's go look at EJ. That's the other pair that I'm kind of eyeballing. So actually, we have a decent, let's look at the daily. So obviously we're still trending up. Let me get rid of these zones. This is going to be, I think this could be decent actually. So obviously we're in an uptrend. I shouldn't have deleted that one. We have like a level of significance here or a zone here, okay, on our 4 hour or on our daily chart, meaning this is like a pretty strong level. If we were to extend that, I can see already it's touching here. I've got my 3 touches because it's touching here, it's touching here, it's touching here, and again here. So I already know this is a level I'm going to want to look at. Looking at the 4 hour, we've just touched off of the 200 EMA. Now, here's the thing. It did attempt to break it, so I'm not going to enter yet. This is likely going to be a fake out, but I'm going to wait for the 4 hour candle to close. We're not going to get anything here. The reason being, price might barrel on through this line. And if it does that and it continues on past this zone, that's not really an opportunity or a trade that I want to take. So if we were to go to the 15-minute, this actually would be a nice confirmation candle though, if we didn't just break the 200 EMA. So this guy here, that blue one, is a nice confirmation candle. I would have taken it had this not just broken our 200 EMA, which is plotted there. And we can see now this bearish candle forming, but I'm not worried about that. I'm just going to wait it out and see. So EJ will be something I'm looking at the rest of the morning. So let's go see if we have anything else. Yeah, definitely not going to take that though. I need more price action first. We will see. So next, let's look at, and that is beautiful confirmation beautiful rejection from that zone. So I'm definitely going to be looking at this to see if I can catch entry. Okay. I have baby zones up here I'm going to get rid of. All right. So the next pair, we'll look at gold. I'm probably not going to enter anything on gold with this account size though, to be honest with you. So going to the daily, don't mind all of these zones. I mark up gold all the time. I just don't trade it often anymore because it's so volatile. It's just crazy. So looking at the daily, gold is really interesting right now, actually. We're kind of getting this triangle formation here. And then we also have, obviously, we can all see this support, right? But this is what I mean, like with gold lately. Look at that wick there. I mean, you just would have got, I'm sure a lot of people got stopped out by that one. Let me know below if you got hurt by gold this month or last month. This is why I'm not trading it. It's so crazy lately. So what I would look to happen here, so on the daily, like obviously we're still bullish, guys. It's just been so bullish. It's going to take a really big retracement in order to kind of break current structure. If we were to put like the 100 EMA here, it's probably just rejecting it perfectly right now. But I don't use the 100 EMA anyway. But my point being, yeah, I need a lot more confirmation. I need a lot more price action to do anything here. We're seeing a bit of rejection here. I still wouldn't enter if we got a little bit of a push up, and I'll tell you why, because we're just consolidating so much. So we're consolidating between like this area, right? And this area. I'm not touching it. I don't want to touch price till we get a break up right here. So that's not something I'm going to be touching. Definitely not. I do hope we find another entry, but we'll see. It's harder with my style of trading to do live trading. I know you guys want to see it, but it's just not something that. The euro US dollar, again, no, nothing here. If you've seen the last couple days, like we're just stuck between these two levels. And we need to wait for something to happen, right? Again, we have a bit of a wedge here forming on the 4 hour time frame in the daily, but nothing that I would enter right now. It's just really bouncing off these two levels. Okay. If you want to trade between levels, and some people do trade consolidation areas. That's fine. Not my style. And let's try something else. Let's see if we can get anything. UJ. I don't like to trade UJ. If you guys know me, you know that. Let's look at the Aussie dollar. I don't know if we'll find another setup, guys, because I'm just, okay, actually, let's see. So on the daily time frame, again, we are trending up. We have a nice zone here that we're seeing rejection on. Okay. Just going to move that down to encompass more wicks there. So we've got this 4 hour or this daily zone. Let's go to the 4 hour and see what's happening on the 4 hour. So on the 4 hour, she's kind of just coming down to really close to that level. We are seeing a nice doji formation there. We could wait for that candle to close. However, let me look at the 15-minute chart and see if we could get something with a nice tight stop. Okay, so we are seeing a push up out of this area. Let's look at our momentum next here. So this candle here is something of interest to me because we are getting a push up out of the zone. Nice long body, right, on the 15-minute time frame. So that is something I look for when I'm looking at confirmation. Next, I'm going to go to plot my MACD. And we do see a nice strong candlestick formation there. So this is something that I would actually consider entering. So we can enter this one. We're going to enter with a nice tight stop though. So I'm going to put my stop loss at like right under this zone. Just give it some breathing room. So 7.2, we'll say 0.20. So we'll say 7.2020, and that's AU. New order. We're going to use a 0.6 because I am watching these very closely to make sure I'm not going past my risk. 72020 is going to be our stop, and we are going to buy that. Let's trail our stop too. So I am using Black Bull Markets. I am going to trail our stop loss. I'll do it by 50 points. See if we can get anything happening there. Sometimes when the market's moving quickly, your trailing stop, like if we trail our stop here, actually I'm going to move that up because 50 points there is really not going to, I'm just going to get stopped out prematurely. So I'm actually going to modify this trailed stop. So let's go custom and say like 250. I know that's a lot, but because we have such a tight stop and a good risk reward, if we're to look at it right now, like I would want to be taking this up to, we're not going to go too crazy with it. Like I'm not going to try to take it back up here just because we are kind of bouncing up and down so much, but definitely at least this level, this zone here. Okay, so we'll come right up to this one. Let's see what our risk reward is there. I can eyeball and say that it's a good, like you guys, if you want to get in the habit of doing this before you enter a trade, that's a great idea. I can know myself, I can eyeball and say, okay, I've got, a tight enough stop loss to make this worth it. So if we take our profit up in this area, okay, so our risk reward isn't too great here, but that's fine because I'm trailing my stop loss. And we could possibly take it up to this area here. So to this next zone. So that's totally fine with me. Okay, normally I look for setups like the one before, obviously with a better risk reward, but because we're going to trail our stop, and because we have a tighter stop and I'm watching the market so closely, I'm totally fine with this. We could potentially, trailing our stop loss, end up here, which would give us a great risk reward, right? So I'm not too hurt about having something less than 1 to 5. That's fine with me in this case. So we'll see. I think that's probably where I'm going to stop because this is such a small account. I'm not going to over leverage. Keep in mind, guys, these are my stops based on how things are presenting, but like I'm already going to move this one into profit very, very soon. So I'm not risking more than, 3 to 5% of my account because I'm not leaving the screen on an account size this small. So just keep that in mind. And I think, guys, that is everything. I'm going to stop there. We did find 2 setups and you can obviously see. So I'm waiting for EJ to kind of make its next move. Hopefully you like this video. If you like videos like this, you want to see more kind of live entries and stuff like that, I'm happy to do it. I do swing trade, so like I'm not so worried about being right in the morning session because I'm looking for those longer entries anyway. Obviously, it's still kind of early, so that's fine when I'm filming this, but just keep that in mind. Like your particular style, if you're a day trader or a short-term swing trader, you might not need to be in the market earlier. And I think that's it. So if you want to see more videos like this, let me know. And let me know what you want to see next because I am filming every day this month, so that's fun. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.